flash. Okay, there we go. Let's get a little better angle for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. All right. Is this a good angle? We don't know. That's pretty good. You can see what I'm doing now. So after dyeing her hair, she does have a little bit of stain, and just a smidge, it's almost like a smoky stain, like soot almost. That's what it kind of reminds me of. You can't really see it, but kind of see it like it's a little soot looking. So we're gonna try to get rid of this with the acne cream. I know some of you guys. I know somebody told me about this, but I've used this in the past, a different brand, but as long as it has the 10% benzoyl peroxide in it, it should remove any stains on your dolls. So pin marks and permanent marker, it's a pretty much fix-all thing. Hello, Pabu Red Feather, how are you doing? So this is definitely a fix-all for any doll situation. So if your doll has permanent marker, pinning, dye stains, any type of stains on the vinyl, it might take more than one application, and there is heat involved. So as far as I know, yeah, I think you must have told me that because I know somebody did, but I couldn't remember because I know there was. I'm glad you're doing good at Pablo Red Feather. They have a knot in here. Okay, so we have this acne acid cream. Now I did use a generic brand that had the 10% benzoyl peroxide. So as long as it's acne cream with 10% benzoyl peroxide, it works pretty good. So I've used a generic version of this, and it works just as well. So I had a Barbie that had a tinsel hula skirt. It was a reproduction, so she had snap legs. If you've been a subscriber for a long time, you will remember her. I had her sitting in my little windowsill at my old place. So I used a generic version of this, and it worked wonders. I covered her in a towel. I left her in the sun all day long, and it bleached her legs to perfection, and it made everything good to go. So I thought I would try the real stuff and see if it makes a difference. I don't think it is because they both have 10% benzoyl peroxide. So no matter what you use, you should be pretty good. I have a little cotton pad to apply this. You don't need this. This is not necessary, but this is what I have. So she's got very, very minor stain, and it's good on Barbie green hair with several treatments. So Pabu says that it works on green ear for Barbie. So if you have Barbie dolls that have green ear, I would try this with your Barbie dolls. So I didn't know that, Pabu Red Feather. So we're gonna try to do this now. I'm not a professional. She's got it looks like it's very like smoky. I don't know if you could see this, but this is from the dye. The dye. Okay, let me give you a review on this dye. The dye is okay. It's more so of a demi-permanent dye, even though it says permanent on the box. It's $1.25, so it's more so of a demi-permanent. Every time I wash it, it's washing out. So it's more so of a demi-permanent in my opinion. But for $1.25, it will dye your hair, but over the course of many washes, it will slowly wash out of the hair. That's what I'm noticing. Every time I wash it, a little bit more dye comes out. So she is bleeding dye every time I wash it. In my opinion, it's more so of a demi-permanent. It does color her hair, but as I'm washing it, I'm noticing more and more color coming out, but you can't expect much. You also have to put it inside of the head. Yeah, I did. I put it on her roots and everything, but it was more so of a demi-permanent. So if you want a demi-permanent dye, it's $1.25. You know, take your risk. It's $1.25. It ain't gonna last long, but it's gonna give you a little coverage if you need it just for that day. So if you seen my dye video where I dyed her hair, it was fun. I had a good time. It was a good little video to do. So I thought this would be a cool video to do. The brush is not necessary. This is just here because I, combed her hair. I washed her literally like 3 or 4 times already, and it's already, like I'm noticing in the back, it's turning like auburn. I see auburn in the back. It is washing out, so it's a demi-permanent in my opinion. Even though it says permanent, it's a demi-permanent. So let's put this up close so you can see her beautiful face. She has green eyes like I do. I think I have hazel eyes. I don't have the dark hair like she does now, so. I've seen this girl on YouTube that does this. Like, she did a video like 4 years ago. And we're gonna let this sit and we're gonna see how this is gonna work. Now we're gonna put it all over her face. So she's gonna have like a little mask on. And I don't care if it gets in her hair because the stuff is washing out every time I use it anyway. So whatever, you can't even see what I'm doing, can you? So whatever, happens to her hair happens. It's not gonna do anything to her hair. It may lighten it a little bit, but she already has dyed hair to begin with, so we're gonna put enough, It's not gonna do anything to the paint as far as I know, but we'll see. You mix the color with peroxide, permanent color, semi-permanent color, only like 7 to 10 shampoos. Yeah, it was $1. Even though it says it was, permanent hair color, it was definitely demi-permanent. It did not. Yeah, it lasted. Really, permanent hair color should last more than, you know what I'm saying? More than that little bit. So this is why I tell you not to do this, because you may spend more money trying to fix her when you could have just got a new one, but they're expensive, so you want to fix them. Yeah, I'm getting peroxide all up in her hair. She's going to have light spots, dark spots. Her hair is going to be multicolored, boo-boo. But it's okay. It's human hair, so she'll be fine. So don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just making a mess. So, and this will hopefully, bleach her little fabric up here. And her hair is just getting in the way. Isn't that great? It doesn't really do nothing to skin as far as I know, but we'll see. And I know I got a little bit behind her ears also. And you have to leave this out in the sun. So once you get it on her, hair on the doll is coated. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that, Pabu. I'm gonna wipe it off to the best of my abilities when I'm finished applying this. She's been dyed, Pabu, but it's not. It's like demi-permanent. It's not really lasting. It's already washing out in the back, unfortunately. So just got to get her little ears and behind everything. I'm not really too worried about that, Pabu. I can always re-dye it. It's only $1.25, Pabu. It's not expensive hair dye, so maybe I'll get some better hair dye next time. I got to wipe off her eyes, too. So I don't want to bleach her eye socket. She has inside eyes, so we're going to see what we're going to do. It's going to be a mess. This is a messy, messy process, especially with larger dolls. So you need to get some wipes, and we're going to wipe down her little face and make sure there's nothing behind her ears. She has a little bit, but it's not bad, We're just making a mess, okay? So let's see. We're going to see. I'm just going to coat it lightly, not too much. But I think I got a Q-tip. I should be able to get all of that off with the Q-tip. Let's see. Should have had some prepared, but it is what it is. All right, let's clean her off now. I have a little towel thing happening, right? You're having fun. I guess so. Not really, because I didn't really want to put acne cream on her, but I heard it works. There's the knot that's right there. Okay. I feel like that dude in Toy Story when he's wiping the eyes off. So she's having a little spa day. Okay, so the Q-tips do work. So use a Q-tip. But she doesn't have painted on eyes. It's like acrylic eyes, so she should be fine, hopefully. We're going to see. I'm going to have to wipe off her little hairline real quick. Take her off camera. Wipe off her little hairline. Because I'll be quiet. You're making all that noise for nothing. Like I said before, though, she is, doing her thing right now. So I'm going to make sure she's fully coated. She does have hair on her scalp, which is unfortunate. Would you be quiet, please? Thank you. Yeah, she's just got benzoyl peroxide all over her. I'm just going to, why is this on here? She's got stuff all over her. Stop it. Let's see if I can get a Q-tip and kind of get that off there. Okay, got that off. So I don't want to put benzoyl peroxide on her and have the hair dye really leaking on. Okay, use a Q-tip. The Q-tip apparently works really good. Wipes off her lips and eyebrows. It's said, supposedly, that it's safe for color dolls, you know? Yeah. All right, Papu. So we're just trying to get all of this funk off of her. She doesn't really have much of an eyebrow to begin with, so she's got like 2 lines, basically. And I don't even know whether they're out there right here. So we're just going to make sure. Now, as far as I know, this does not do anything to the paint. So, but if it does, it does. You know, it is what it is. I'm trying not to do it, but you know, if it happens, it happens. It won't be no big deal. Because I ain't trying to repaint her neither, boo-boo. So here's her faint eyebrows. She does have eyebrows, they're just very, very faint. So that's cute. I should put some more on it. Listen to Dolly Daddy. Oh, thank you, Pabu Red Feather. I might put some on a Q-tip like that lady said, because the girl was like, you know, you could put it on a Q-tip, it'll be more controlled. So, should be fun, right? See if we can get some more on there if you want to put it more controlled. And, yeah, so, I don't know. She's having a little spa, a little facial thing happening right now. And as far as I know, you guys, like, you have to put, like, heat on this and, like, sunlight. So, we're going to see. I may put, like, a plastic bag over her head and just apply heat with a blow dryer. That way it'll get... Oh, I have the bonnet, too. The bonnet might work really good also. Like, if I put her whole head in a plastic bag and then put a bonnet over it, the peroxide would respond to that also. But we got to make sure we have everything. So I'm going to put her in a plastic bag and then put the bonnet over the plastic bag. That way she'll have a nice thing moment. We'll probably dry her for about 45 minutes and see what that does, hopefully. So just going to make sure she's got enough. The sun will bleach her. Yeah, it's kind of afternoon, like midday right here. It's 3-ish. So I'm putting it on right now, and I'm going to pray that I know the sun will bleach her, though. I've heard good things, but I want to try without the sun and see if it will respond to, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hydrogen peroxide may turn her hair to auburn again, and if it does, that's okay. It's no big deal. So there you go. So we're probably going to post the after results on my community tab or tomorrow. We're just going to apply it today. I know it works, but I know the last time I did it, I just covered her with a towel. I put it on her. I didn't put no plastic wrap or nothing, and I had to apply it twice. It's almost 4. It's almost 4 here. I have no idea what time it is over here. It's 3-ish, I think. Or maybe it's 6 o'clock. I'm not really 100% positive, but I have the bonnet dryer, so I'm going to try to apply some heat like that, and that should work. So I don't personally have an acne problem, but this works really well on your doll. So if you have doll stains and things like that, if you don't, you can also buy the generic version of this stuff. So just make sure it says 10% benzoyl peroxide. There's a million tutorials on YouTube. Don't follow my tutorial. I'm just doing it however. But just look on YouTube. There's a girl with orange hair that will show you how to do this properly. I don't know her name, but just search Oxy Acne Cream Doll Stain, something like that on YouTube. And if you see a girl with orange hair, you're at the right video, because that's how I learned this from the first time, and I haven't done it in a long time. But she says it works, but she put hers in the sun. I'm gonna try to put mine in the bonnet dryer, so we'll see. This is very demi-permanent, you guys. The $1.25 was well spent, though, because it lasted through a few washes. Even though it says permanent, it's definitely demi-permanent. So I'm going to get this little thing set up, and I'm going to put her in a bag. Let's see what happens. let's put her in a little bag. We have a bonnet dryer right here that we're gonna put her in, because like you do. And there's the Walmart bag from my today's purchase. So it should be fun, hopefully. I'm gonna use the bonnet dryer. I use this on so many things, you guys. Deep conditioning and things like that has happened with her with this bonnet dryer. So I'm gonna get it all set up and pretty. So it should be fun, hopefully. Just look at her for a little while, because I'm like, girl, I'm not even dressed, I ain't gonna lie. Let's plug it in, plug it in. Plug this thing in, hopefully it'll work really good. I'm gonna let it just sit for about, I think, 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back later on, maybe tonight or tomorrow. You just need that heat to get to it, the way it'll kind of, go. Hopefully it'll work. I can't double freeze bags, it's Ziploc bags. Freeze bag. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. Hopefully you're enjoying this video, because I don't know what I'm doing. Just doing what I think is right, but probably not following any tutorial. I'm just me, so let's see if we can get this on her without actually like rubbing all the cream off of her. Now, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. It should be fine. So I'm gonna put that on her. Okay, I'm gonna kind of sit her up. I'm gonna put a little thing on her little head for like 45 minutes. We have the bonnet dryer. This is a good little thing. I didn't think I would use it as much as I do, but I do use it a lot. Okay, and you just put it on high. We're gonna come back in about 45 minutes, either a second video or we're gonna do a community tab post, and I'll let you guys know how it works. Okay, so stay tuned, you guys. Bye.